Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lauren Fix, and this is the 2022 GMC Sierra. Now today we're going to show you the AT4X and the Denali Ultimate. They're both new trim levels and they both are completely different. One is all about luxury. The other one is about off-road, which is why we are here in the desert of Borrego Springs. And there's a lot of sand here and it's nice and hot. So I want to start off by showing you the AT4X. Now, this vehicle looks very similar to the Durango Ultimate, but there's some differences, starting with the grille. The grille is completely different looking. This is all matte black. You'll notice that the GMC logo on the AT4X is what you would expect, but when you go to that Denali Ultimate, it is this really cool charcoal gray. And you'll see this AT4X, there's also AT4, there's also two other trim levels that are lower. We're showing you the top trim levels for the Sierra 1500. And the first thing I want to talk to you is about this vehicle. So you're going to notice that this vehicle is a real off-road vehicle. It has tow hooks on the front of it, or for pulling someone out or moving something. Not all trucks have that. When you're looking at a vehicle like this, it's at the top of the line, you need all those things. And if you're wondering which trucks don't have hooks in the front, you can check that out on my website because there's a couple of them that don't, and I'm actually kind of surprised. Now going further back, you've got the logo that says 6.2 liter V8 engine with 428 horsepower. This is the only engine available on the AT4X. On the Denali, you get that 3-liter diesel, which we are going to drive and show you that as well. This vehicle has 18-inch wheels, and the reason that you want that is you want more tire, because if you're taking this vehicle off-road, which is what it's designed for, it's got to be able to absorb some of those off-road undulations, going down hills and rocks and all that off-roading. When you're looking at the Denali Ultimate, you're talking about 22-inch wheels, and that's more about performance and ride comfort. So it's a little bit different vehicles for completely different uses. Going further back here, you're going to see that you don't have running boards. There is a pipe. This is not a running board. We thought it was originally, but it's not enough room to put your foot on it. It's more for looks in the rock so it doesn't damage the body panels. If you want to add running boards, you can do that later. This only comes one way with 4 doors, a crew cab that has the short bed of 5.5 feet. Inside the Denali Ultimate, this vehicle has literally everything. All the boxes are checked. You name it, it's here. You've got the Super Cruise, of course. That is one of their signature driver assistance features. All the safety is included. You have only 2 options. You can pick the exterior color, and you can pick the engine, which is either a 3-liter diesel or a 6.2-liter gasoline engine. Everything is standard and included, and they are getting orders for these super quick. So that includes the carbon fiber bed, the massaging seats. So you start like thinking of things and throwing it out there, it's there. Yes, yes. Wireless Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay. Every single feature is included. And the reason they did this was they realized that 70% of their customers wanted a vehicle that was absolutely fully loaded, so they built this vehicle for that reason specifically. Now, first thing you're going to see that 12.3-inch screen that's in front of me. It is customizable, and there are 4 different modes you can have it. You can also have it with a sportier look or a classic look, or they have 4 different looks. And then you've got this huge 15-inch screen that's in the center, and this screen is really nice, crystal clear, whether it's the backup camera, round view camera, the Google Maps. It's got Amazon Alexa as well. So top of the line, beautiful leather as well. And one of the things I noticed, they've got a lot of little detailed features that a lot of people don't realize, including this gigantic 15-inch head-up display, beautiful leather, soft materials, and hand stitching, not just on the dash pad, but the ultra suede on the roof for the headliner. Every single detail is real open pore wood. They really thought about who owns this vehicle, what kind of buyer they are, and it's a buyer that wants everything. And I'm one of those people, I want to check all the boxes, and this vehicle does that. There are some really unique features, not just on the outside, but on the inside of this vehicle. And I really think they thought about what could we add, and I don't think they've missed anything. And the designers have said, we just literally said anything that you could possibly want on a truck, we'll do that. So I'm sure you're asking, oh, what's the price of this guy? Well, in reality, it's not as crazy as you would think. It's $90,000, but in reality, it isn't. This vehicle comes in at around that mid $80,000 range. Now, obviously, that's not low cost, but what you're getting for your money is fantastic. I mean, they really thought about every safety feature, every luxury feature. Also, by the way, in case you didn't know, Denali is a mountain, and there is embossments of the mountain in the grain on the dash, the real wood. It's also in the leather seats. This is the standard seat interior. There is no other options. Big, bold stitching, beautiful Napa leather. I mean, this is really a luxury truck. I'm impressed with the performance of this vehicle. It is a very large gasoline-powered engine, which I do like, and there are times you do need that. Electric applications don't make sense in this particular vehicle, but in addition, it's got great brakes, good handling. The safety features are not in your face at all. They're very nice. They're there to remind you. They're not nannies to nag you. That's important as well. Shifter is manly, it's grippy. Even the starter button is large and manly, which I think is nice. I mean, I want it to be so I can, if I've got nails or I've got gloves on or I've got bigger hands, that no matter who you are, you can reach all the controls and they're easy and intuitive to use. I will tell you also that the center screen, you can press the button and move around the icons to whatever you want, just like an iPhone or an Android. Super easy to use. Lots of cup holders, tons of charging. I could probably spend half an hour going through the interior of this vehicle and how unique it is, and just how well it was designed and thought out. As far as visibility, you have a very high seating position, nice lower sills, and out the back, you've got that famous rear view camera, which was developed by General Motors. Started off in the Cadillac, now you're seeing it in other vehicles, and here it is again, which is nice, so I can see what's going on around me. Now, some people don't like that, so if you switch that over and you just go to a regular rear view mirror, you can do that as well. Adjust that up. It's fine, but I prefer this camera in this particular vehicle. Larger vehicles, it makes a ton of sense. This vehicle is designed for off-road as we go through the Borrego Desert in California. We get some speed up here. We're in 4 high. There's 2 e-lockers, so when we were going through Diablo Canyon, we were using the lockers and going pretty slow. Now, a little speed in it. So when we got here, the guy said to us, it's easy to die in the desert. It's not easy to live, which means don't wander off. So we were out here in the desert most of the day other than the roadway to get here. So we're looking at the pure capabilities of the AT4X. So if you haven't had a chance to do any off-roading in your life, there's tons of schools you can take. Certainly a fun experience and something you should learn about. If you're a racer, it's about speed. If you're off-roading, it's about slow and enjoying the environment. This is the super tight squeeze of the day. We have front cameras to help to make sure we get through cleanly. Super tight. You don't want to hit those and wreck this brand new Sierra. It is really pretty out here. Just carving these canyons, spectacular. So when you come around to the back, you've got the GMC Multi tailgate. We've all seen this before. GMC created this. So you press the first button and the whole tailgate comes down. There's an above button to that. And this tailgate, of course, it's hard to find it when you're just doing this. Let's see. And this one, that second section comes down. And then to make it a step, or to make it have an awesome speaker system, you've got the step here. So you got the kicker audio system. It has connections for charging USB, and of course, regular audio connections if you've got a connection there. Kicker audio here, and another speaker. This is a carbon fiber bed, and it is completely protected. One of the nice things about this multi-tailgate is it can be a workstation. You can use it for a party. You can get up here. If you say, oh, I can't get up there on my own. Well, they've come with this little arm to help you get up. If that's what you need, that's one way to get into the bed. The other way is there are steps that are integrated into the bumper. Let me show you those. They're right here. So the nice thing about this is you put your foot in here. Even if you got a big old work boot on, you can get yourself up. It's another way to grab something out of the bed. Maybe you've got your tailgating party here and you certainly don't want that to be intruded on. To close it, you can use the tailgate a couple different ways. Now it's a workstation. Put your laptop up here. If you're a contractor, this makes sense. You're out here in the field, you want to start cooking dinner, you could prep it on here as well. AT4X is also embossed into the bed. This thing has really got some nice features, including an 8,900 pound towing capacity, payload of 1,420 pounds, and of course it's got trailer brakes and all the connection points right here, standard, comes with this vehicle. The price point on this, $77,000. Now you can obviously add extras to this, whether you buy them aftermarket or through the factory. But what's important to note is that you drive all the competition, check with your insurance agent before you make a final decision. And once you've driven this car, you're going to be impressed. We were quite impressed with its drivability, its performance, its brakes, and of course, its off-road ability out here in the desert. Diablo Drop really showed us that this vehicle is truly capable. It is spectacular out here. If you have any additional questions about the AT4X, or if you're interested in the Denali Ultimate, which is obviously coming in that higher price point in that $80,000 range, put that in the comments down below. If you ordered one, you have one already, let us know. We want to open the conversation so people can learn. If you bought something else, we're curious what you bought. It's good for everyone to know, so we all have car smarts. If you got value from this video, make sure to like and share. We do appreciate your comments. You can find my social media, as well as our website, Car Coach Reports, and our podcast down in the description. We appreciate your time for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.